It's an organization that has been working to reunite families with their lost pets for over a decade. Joining us to share the state of animal rescues and sanctuaries and how we can support their very important efforts, we welcome back the director of I Paw'd at Forward, Keri-Lyn Jakubs. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Usually joining us with a furry or feathered friend, but we'll just get to chat today.
Yes, today it's all about how we can make things better.
Let's talk about the difference between all these wonderful organizations who help animals, like a rescue versus a shelter.
Absolutely, and so I'm just going to sum it up into the simplest form of it. So you're looking at pounds, shelters, and humane societies. Pounds would be, for example, in our community in Cowlitz County, the sheriff's department has 2 cells in the jail that are for dogs. That would be a pound. So they're usually run by Department of Ag or by a sheriff's department or police entity, and the sole purpose is for stray animals. A shelter is kind of a hybrid of a pound and a humane society. The shelter's specifically goal is to take in strays generally contracted by a county or run by a county, not necessarily by a law enforcement entity. And then the humane societies are kind of a version of everything plus everything else. So they're working out in the community, doing outreach, doing mobile clinics, things like that.
Well, and how they're funded comes into play too, right? For the resources and what they can accomplish.
Absolutely, right. So pounds get $0 for the most part, where humane societies and shelters are, if a shelter's run by a county, it is being paid by the county to take in local strays. A humane society also can be contracted out by their local government agencies, but also takes in quite a bit of funding from grants and whatnot, providing community services.
What about a sanctuary? How does that differ and why is that so important?
Sanctuaries are becoming more and more prevalent, and we need them. So many animals just don't have a place to go anymore, with the cost of vet care being the #1 factor, and the cost of living. And by cost of living, I don't just mean how much it costs to live. I mean the cost to get an apartment. They're charging, pet fees on top of pet deposits, on top of monthly pet fees, making it much, much more difficult to have pets as your own, on top of all of the other issues.
Are those some of the reasons leading to why all of these organizations have so many animals in their care, and even more who need our help right now?
Absolutely, and it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. So rescues play a integral part in all of these entities, between the pounds, shelters, humane societies, communities, whatnot. So the rescues are the ones that are kind of supporting all of these organizations quietly, raising their own funding, not paying anybody to work for them. Everybody's volunteer, doing all of those things. And the rescues are the ones that are essentially pulling the potential risk dogs, pulling the cats that have diabetes and things like that, so that they can find special needs home, because it takes longer, things like that. Sanctuaries are more for animals that are farm animal types, cows, horses, pigs, sheep, which are being left all over the place. People selling their homes, leaving animals, people deciding, oh yeah, I want 4 or 5 goats, and then realizing they are the #1 escape artist of all the animals on the planet, realizing they can't do that, things like that. Or even now with the chicken crisis. Speaking of, you've got so many different kinds of animals in your care. Chickens and ducks, right? Chickens, ducks, turkeys, pigeons, quails, doves, what else do we have? Pheasants now.
Oh, wow. Now, are there specific challenges when we're talking about roosters and drakes for the ducks?
Yes, so it is chick season. Chick season started the first week of February, and everybody, especially with the crisis on what it's costing to buy eggs these days, big box stores can't even keep chicks in. What's going to happen is people are going to realize that 30% of those chicks are likely going to be roosters, and then they start leaving them places. So right now we are the only entity that is currently working with animal control in our county to take in those lost birds and find them homes. I think we have upwards of 22, 23 roosters, maybe a little more.
Okay.
I should have counted before I came, but it's a lot.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big number. But you kind of connect the dots, right? With eggs and chicks and all these things, and you've got to really think ahead if you're entering this world that you know what you're doing.
Yes, and we don't know everything, certainly. We are learning every single day. All of our volunteers and staff, everybody are learning as we go.
Yep.
Chickens, birds are a lot.
Yes.
They're a lot of work, and I think this whole craze with people going and grabbing chicks up right now is going to be problematic 6 months from now when they realize they don't lay eggs until they're about 6 months old.
Okay. Okay. How can people help and get involved? I mean, obviously, we want to adopt out as many animals as we can to forever homes. What about people who maybe don't have their space in their home right now for that?
Absolutely. So adoption is great and it's wonderful. However, one of the biggest ways that you can help an animal rescue, per se, not necessarily the shelters and humane societies, but rescues in general, that are ones that are so underfunded, the ones that are pulling from the communities for help. The best way you can do that is to follow them on social media, share their posts. It's amazing how much interacting in a social media post can increase their awareness of that entity in order to raise funds. Even Facebook or any other social media platform actually gives you dollars instead, whatever it is, it's a small amount just for interacting with your post.
Right.
So for rescues specifically, even if that's $20 a quarter, that's $20 for a bag of feed, that's $20 for dog food, that's $20 for a vaccine. It's amazing. That's one easy way to do it.
Their message just continues to spread in the community and then beyond too.
Right, right.
What are other easy ways? That's a super easy. We can all do that.
Costs nothing to do that. You're surfing social media anyways, so you can get involved by fostering for a rescue organization that fosters, but be willing to have home checks, be willing to have all of the things that require you to be a good foster for those organizations. If you can't foster, volunteer. Lots of rescues have adoption events. Lots of rescues have needs for cleaning, kennels, transporting animals, all of those things. Jump in, be willing to volunteer at those organizations.
I think a lot of us go, well, I can't take an animal right now, so you kind of move on, but there are easy ways we can get involved. How many dogs do you have in your care right now?
So right now we have 6 available for adoption. Okay. 6 amazing dogs available for adoption. Flynn.
Oh, look at this guy.
He's been with us now, it'll be a year in April. Okay. It's a long time for a dog.
Yep. Yep, and cats and all the birds we talked about. I mean, lots of animals who need our help.
Yes, we do have a couple of new birds. They're still being vetted right now. Okay. With my current medical stuff going on, we pushed out their medical appointments till the 20th, so they won't be available till after that. But we have lots of parakeets available.
Wow.
Parakeets, guys. You need to adopt parakeets.
Fun, yeah.
Right.
Lots of ways to help and get involved. What about cats, too?
We do have an amazing, beautiful cat right now. Oh my gosh, Nacho. He was found living underneath an apartment building. We have not found an owner yet, or she. We hope it's a she. We think it's a she.
Sometimes it can be hard to tell with cats. You're going to find out soon enough.
Yes. We're letting it go for now.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Such great information as always. Yes. We will have more about I Paw'd It Forward, including how you can show your support or adopt any of the amazing animals in need of a home. It's all on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.